Hi, Tina. I gave you your test scores today. Is it okay if we talk about your alcohol use?
Yeah, we can do that.
Before we dive into that, I want to congratulate you for your success of quitting smoking. I am sure that was a difficult task, but you realized smoking cigarettes was negatively impacting your health.
Yes, it was difficult, but I have been trying to improve my health because I just felt like my health has declined. And I have other medical conditions that run in my family, so I am concerned about my health.
Yes, it is important to take care of your health, and I'm glad to hear that you're working towards better health. It's been about 2 years since you quit smoking, right?
Yes, that's correct. It was difficult, but became easier over time. And since I've quit, I feel better. I even noticed I have more money because I was spending so much money on cigarettes.
Well, that's great. It's always a great feeling to have just a bit more money.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy having more money.
Now, about your alcohol use, is it okay if I review that with you?
Okay, that would be fine.
So, so from what you have reported, you drink about 4 6-ounce glasses of wine 4 times per week. Is that correct?
Yes, that sounds about right. I usually get together with coworkers after work for a few drinks. We usually talk about the craziness of work and unwind before we go home.
Okay, so based on your report card, you scored a total of 20. That score falls within the moderate range of the risk level.
I did?
Yes, and I'm concerned about your level of drinking, given that you said you struggle with depression, in addition to your family having a history of heart disease. With that being said, the number of alcoholic beverages you've been drinking weekly, this can raise your risk of a heart attack and definitely does not help with your depression. We usually recommend drinking no more than 7 drinks a week or no more than 3 drinks in a day to put you at a low level drinking risk.
Really? I don't think that sounds like very much, especially compared to what I have been drinking. It's just not nearly as much as I have been drinking.
Yes, it is substantially less than what you've been drinking. Just keep in mind, though, that if you do not reduce your alcohol consumption, you may develop problems, not just now, but also down the road.
I know. Like I said, I already felt like my health was declining.
So what are some of your thoughts about all of this?
Well, I'm a bit shocked that my drinking is considered too much. I didn't feel like a few drinks a few nights a week was too bad, but now I'm concerned.
So tell me, on a scale from 0 to 10, with 0 being something you aren't interested in changing at all, and 10 being something you're very interested in changing, how would you rate your desire to cut down on your drinking?
I suppose I'd say about a 7.
And why would you rate this about a 7?
Because although I am a little concerned and I am willing to work on it, I am not willing to just totally stop drinking like today or tomorrow.
Yes, but if you were successful in limiting and eventually quitting smoking, you were successful in quitting smoking. Do you think you could be successful in slowly cutting down and eventually quitting drinking?
Since you put it like that, then yeah, I think I could.
Good, then maybe we should talk about some of the good things about drinking.
Oh, that could work.
You tell me then, what are the positive things you find about drinking?
Well, a lot of it is because it helps me relax after a stressful day. I find after a few drinks, I feel so much calmer and relaxed. It also gives me an opportunity to talk about the stress of work with coworkers who can relate and understand what I'm talking about, as opposed to if I talk to my family or friends. And it gives me an opportunity to just be out with company for a bit before I go home because I live alone.
Okay, well that's a good start. So now tell me about any of the negative things to drinking.
Oh, um, well, sometimes I get a little too drunk and I have a hangover the next morning, which isn't good because I have to go to work the next day. I also don't want to drink myself to death like my dad did. He used to drink a lot. That was until he died, or his health declined, and then he eventually died.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
So it sounds like drinking allows you an opportunity to have company and deal with the daily stresses of work, yet as a result you have hangovers, and this is especially difficult the next day at work. Also, the fact that your father had alcohol problems which affected his health greatly is very concerning.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
So, after everything we've talked about, what do you think about cutting down on your drinking to something more like no more than 3 drinks on any one day and no more than 7 drinks in a week?
Okay, so 3 drinks on any one day and no more than 7 drinks in a week. I think I should give that a try and see what happens. I am concerned about the fact that I get hangovers sometimes, which just gets me more depressed and makes me drag in the mornings, and then I'm rushing or I'm late to work. You've also got me thinking about my dad who died because he used to drink so much that maybe I'm going down the same path. I think I need to make a change.
Well, since you socialize and relax while drinking, can you think of any other ways in which you can still socialize and relax?
I could probably just go home instead and take a nice long bath or read a book instead of going out to drink. I have TV shows I enjoy watching, so I can spend some time catching up on those. What might help is not spending as much time with my coworkers after work, especially because they drink a lot, and maybe just reducing it to once a week or cutting down how much I do drink when I go out with them.
Those sound like great ideas and a good plan to try out. Now, with that being said, I want to provide you with information you can take home for further consideration.
Okay.
This is an informational packet called Rethinking Drinking, published by the U.S. Department of Human Services. It provides information about alcohol and your health, specifically how alcohol consumption affects your health and the benefits of reducing your alcohol consumption. You can use this in addition to sources of professional support to assist you in making these positive changes.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
You know, something else that is sometimes very helpful is support groups. And I don't know if you've ever tried any support group, but sometimes being around other individuals who know what it is to go through similar situations that you're going through is often very beneficial. Is that something you could consider?
Yeah, I think I'd be open to a support group. I definitely appreciate all this information. I'll review it. I do want to make positive changes in my life, so I think I should try anything.
That's great. Wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.